So a little backstory to the doctor's appointment that we went to today. Brooklyn is 7. She was diagnosed with autism last year clinically. We knew that she was, but she's also not potty trained. We have our struggles and battles with it, and it is just something that we are trying to work on. But the visit for today was her follow-up with the Dove program at CHOP for kids with issues with urinations and bowels and whatnot. Long story short, her primary was trying to get us into this program 2 years ago, but because of COVID, they weren't taking new patients and we were unable to get in. Fast forward 2 years later, I get a message, a phone call from the Dove program stating that they saw a referral put in for her back in 2021, requesting to have her evaluated because of her not urinating and having issues with her. First appointment was back in, oh God, I think it was like September of 2023. And basically they gave us things to do, explained everything. I joined a couple of autism groups on like social media, like Facebook and Instagram, and a lot of people have children with autism that have the same problem as Brooklyn does. And a lot of them give such helpful hints. I contemplated on going to this appointment only because I just felt like it was a waste of the doctor's time. It was a waste of time driving all the way down to to CHOP and just really trying to pinpoint and getting this done because, in all honesty, Brooklyn's going to go when she's ready. We did make progress probably within the last 3 months with her actually having bowel movements in the toilet. She hates having a bowel movement in her pull-up, but it's still a struggle to get her to urinate in a toilet. She'll do it, but it's a fight. In my videos, I state that I just wish I knew how her little brain worked and how to, help her and get her to understand, but I don't know. And I wish I knew other parents local that are going through this or went through this and, with their children with autism and what they did to get their, children to do this. I don't want to be a daring parent. At the same time, I don't want to make my child uncomfortable. When she becomes uncomfortable, it can mess with her emotions and cause more stress in the entire situation. So I really need to learn how to get her to understand. And I know this will be a goal of ours to work on over the summer, but I also fear for what her future is going to hold for her and what kids are going to do to her if they know she's not fully potty trained. With school and her going on the potty, she can go on the potty, that's not a problem, but they are not going to assist her if she's got a wet pull-up. So she's technically sitting in a wet pull-up from the time she gets to school, which is 7:30, to the time I pick her up at 2:09. So it breaks my heart to know that that's what happens. And I just don't know what to say. But I'm just venting, I guess. This is more of a venting session. But the appointment went okay. The doctor basically said, phone call when that first recording was happening, but basically the doctor said she didn't want to see Brooklyn back unless Brooklyn developed any type of complications or if our struggles become worse after summer, when the following school year starts, so when she goes into second grade, and then they'll maybe try some testings or figure something else out if our struggle progresses and gets worse. If our struggles get worse with, her going potty. But I feel bad because I felt like that appointment could have probably been given to somebody that really truly needed it, and the visit really just wasn't the greatest. And I really did. I contemplated this appointment and just thought, oh, I'm just going to cancel it. I don't want to pull her from school early just so that she could basically say, well, I don't know what else I could do for you. Because that's pretty much how it kind of it turned out at the end. Asked what we were, what our progression was, asked how she was doing, And then it was like, well, everything you're doing at home is pretty much right. So I don't know. I'm just really hoping that maybe I can get connected to somebody and, you know, see, you know, what they did for their child that had this problem. You know, one of the things that did kind of irritate me a little bit was, well, did her pediatrician ever discuss with you about maybe seeing a psychiatrist or a psychologist? No, her primary never did, because that was never an issue or a reason to be brought up. So she's like, I just feel like maybe it could be beneficial or helpful. I'm like, that's just crazy, but no, that's not going to happen. There's nothing that needs to be seen for that by a specialist like that. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe somebody who sees this can reach out to me and help me and maybe give me some tips and let me know that it's okay that this is happening to my 7-year-old.
We put the coffin up.
Yeah.
Could I put it on my bed so I can sleep? My eye. The doctor gave me some medicine.
Really?
And this eye patch to help my eye feel better.
You're right.
Doctors are nice.
That was so long ago.
Let's put my statue guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that behind you?
I don't know.
Is that a bin? Or a table?
Well, it's not behind me. It's next to me, and it's a table. At this point, I realized it was hotter than Satan's taint in here. I agree. It actually took us back. Really, that's kind of cool, huh? Yeah. She came here and I forgot. It's kind of nice we got here early because of traffic in the city area with all the construction and everything going on. But we got here early, and I was surprised that they actually took us back somewhat kind of early. We're just waiting for the doctor, so we'll see. I'm not sure how this visit's gonna go because of the potty training situation. We've tried at home. I just honestly think that, you know, she's going to potty train when she wants to. Now, improvement-wise, she's pooping on the toilet, which is nice. But as far as like peeing, like it's a hit or miss. It's a good day or a bad day depending on how she feels and wants to do it. So we'll see what the doctor says. I don't know. I honestly just think it's part of her autism, but I contemplated on doing this appointment, and I honestly didn't think that I was going to want to do it, but we'll see what happens. How you doing, girlfriend? Good. It was an okay visit. Kind of feel like it was a waste of my time, but a waste of her time, but I'll touch on that in a few when I can get a second. It's just so hard when you have a daughter with autism and you don't know how her little brain works and what she feels. It's so hard. So I'm stuck in traffic, but I realized she's been really quiet. She's passed out, and it's so cute. Oh my God. She's gonna be angry when we get home and I gotta wake her up and do homework. But yeah, I'm in a rude awakening for how waking the beast will pan out. It's so cute. So I will be posting these videos on both our Instagrams and YouTube channels. So if anybody who sees this and has any helpful tips as what they did for their child with autism and potty training, I would really, 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 really appreciate it, as it would just, be a big help to me and to my family, and to, even give me reassurance to know that Brooklyn will be okay and it will get better, that this is just, the mild and it will, finally decide to, get better. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. But please check out our pages, and if you can just help us out and give us any type of tips that you can, comment and subscribe and DM me, whatever you need to do to help me. And maybe hopefully we can, work it out together. But thanks.